Hi, Audrey Betterham here. I just want to talk real quick fast about self-worth, esteem, and confidence. So these are not exactly the same, although they're really kind of used interchangeably. But I do find the distinction to be useful in my work as a feminist wellness educator and a counselor. So self-worth, I really think of as being like, I am deserving. Self-esteem is I accept myself as I am. Self-confidence is like, I can do this. So, self-worth really grows in an environment where you feel nurtured, you experience respect, love, healthy boundaries. Self-esteem is really nurtured by having validation and the sort of opportunity for growth. So really worth is about having a sense of an inherent value, and people that struggle with it, just didn't have good cheerleaders, instead they maybe experienced violence and they internalized that as they weren't deserving of anything better. They weren't deserving of good things. And sometimes they may have experienced that they only got to feel worthy if they behaved in a certain way. So if they conformed to gender norms, or if they, won their football games, that kind of thing. And so then esteem is like really the sense of yourself and how you feel about yourself. So when you have good self-esteem, you like yourself. And you usually feel capable, and you know that you can learn and adapt. You have like that growth mindset. And then confidence is really more specific, that sort of like spine straight, holding your head up high, feeling that you can do a very specific thing. So, you might have good self-esteem, but not be a confident swimmer. And they're really tied together, because if you don't have good self-worth, you don't think you deserve good things, then you don't try. You don't try to get good things. You don't put yourself out there. And when you don't try, you don't have that experience of growth, of reward, of affirmation, not necessarily just external affirmation, but that affirmation to yourself that you can do the thing. Therefore you don't grow in that sense of being capable. So that's why, they'll have programs for young girls, for example, and it'll be like rock climbing, and they become more confident rock climbers. And then what they find is that the girls also improve in esteem generally, because they have the experience of like, I didn't think I could do something and I actually can, So here's some tips for what you can do other than rock climbing. So you don't need to know whether you'll succeed. You just need to have confidence in your skills to adapt, regardless of what happens. And kind of what goes with that is you can be scared or unsure and act anyways, right? So sometimes the work is internal. It's just like, I believe in myself, I deserve good things. But sometimes it's just like, even if you're not feeling that, to just do things anyways. So another thing is feelings aren't facts, but feelings can be really helpful. So fear and doubt are ways of your body expressing concern for you. It's not necessarily, this like devastating self-esteem that's going to totally knock you down. Similarly, anger signals your worth. It tells you you actually do have self-worth. It's saying to you, I don't deserve to be treated like this. So when you feel fear, doubt, or anger, meet them, welcome them, and meet them with gratitude, self-compassion, and reassurance as you would any loved one. So next, don't compare your outside to others' inside. So, comparing is just not useful. Kind of going with that is this accepting yourself as you are. You're you, thank goodness, and you're awesome. So possible thinking. So sometimes it may be a little bit much to have all this confidence that you're going to be like the next celebrity chef or like whatever. But it is enough energy to have some confidence that things are possible. So say, for example, you know, you're thinking of applying for a grant and you think, oh, all these other people, they're so talented. Why would I get the grant? You know, you counter that thought with like, I am one of the talented people, so why not me? That why not me or why not, it can be a very useful phrase for yourself. So having a balance between having a growth mindset and, you know, not having to be perfect at everything, and really have like thoughts like, this is learnable, this is hard, but I can learn it. Everything is okay. This is my thing. But on the other side, to not always be doing things that you're not even good at, you know, like we do need to kind of spend some of our lives doing the things that we're good at, and, you know, having more growth and more affirmation from that experience. So it's really hard to maintain your confidence when it's like, wah, wah, you know, didn't work again, right? So with that though, is like really trying to enjoy the process and letting go of perfection. So say, for example, you know, something's worth doing, even if it's not the most excellent version of it. So, you know, by all means, if you're ambitious and you want to tour a band, then go for it. But also like the process of like rehearsal and arranging music and like putting the song together and getting better at it, like those things are rewarding in and of itself, right? So just like enjoy the process, and you can grow in confidence by being attentive to what's happening in that process. So affirmations are really useful. So maybe having this sort of like attitude and affirmation of like, I value and pursue happiness, not success. You know, I love and accept myself is the one I share all the time. So it's really about being your own cheerleader, like, you know, that little internal voice of like, you can do this, yeah. But at the same time, I really encourage you to seek cheerleaders, like seek the people in your life that really give you affirmation and encouragement. Those are the people you need to have around you, and you're worth it. Okay, so that's it. I hope that was useful. Thanks, bye.